It is great to be black at the Golden Globes.
Absolutely.
Back at the Golden Globes. Yeah.
Well, hi, everyone. I'm Mike Schneider, senior editor at Variety. And the Golden Globes, the 78th annual Golden Globes, have just completed as we're recording this. And I am here with our Film Awards editor, Clayton Davis, as well as fellow editor Janelle Riley. And we're here to talk Globes. We're still sort of taking it all in. Clayton, let me kick things off by asking you, what was your big surprise of the night?
Globe's gonna globe, right? That's the big surprise. Nomadland has put its stake in the ground. It is front runner with the capital F.
Nomadland!
Chloe Zhao, second woman to win the category, first person of color to win that category as well in directing. It was just really, really great to see. Chadwick Boseman also has pushed himself out in front. I don't think I can watch that speech 4 more times though this season. It is going to put me in pieces.
He would thank God. He would thank his parents. He would thank his ancestors for their guidance and their sacrifices.
That was probably the most emotional moment of the night. Janelle, big night for Sacha Baron Cohen and Borat.
Yes, which, I'm thrilled to hear. If you had told me that the only award Borat wouldn't win in its category was Maria Bakalova, I wouldn't have believed it, because she seemed like such a sure thing and such a front runner, even if the movie wasn't going to win. But I was thrilled. I really didn't want Sacha Baron Cohen to go home empty-handed, since he was also in Trial of the Chicago 7. But if anything, this night taught me that I'm bad at predicting the Globes. I think.
I will say Daniel Kaluuya was a hedge my bet kind of thing, because I predicted Sacha Baron Cohen to win 2 acting awards in the same night. However, Kaluuya, I just didn't. It's such a late breaker. Other big late breaker, Miss Jodie Foster.
That was a shocker.
Mauritanian.
Yeah. I'm a little speechless. I just never expected to ever be here again.
I mean, deserved. She's wonderful, but it was definitely a shocker. She didn't get the SAG nomination while 3 other nominees in her category did. It's so hard to predict, but I was going with Amanda Seyfried, who was the other actor who didn't get a SAG nomination, although I think she's still got a good shot at the Oscar nomination.
And then also, I think, to let everyone know, Aaron Sorkin made history, is now the most awarded person in the screenplay category, tied now with Quentin Tarantino and Robert Burton. And then score went to Soul, and so did animated feature.
Sound!
Fun fact about animated feature, Kemp Powers became the first Black filmmaker to win for a debut film for co-directing Soul. However, he will not be one of the nominees if Soul is nominated for Best Animated Feature, because co-directors don't count in that tally. So it's going to be Pete Docter and the producer, Dana Murray. So he'll need screenplay for both One Night in Miami and Soul.
I think the 2 big surprises were that Mank, who had the most nominations going in with 6, failed to take home any. I actually thought its best bet was score, but Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor, who did the score for Mank, actually ended up winning along with Jon Batiste for Soul. So sort of feels like, good for them. Promising Young Woman, one of my favorite films of the year that I really expected. I had maybe coming in under the radar and even winning Best Picture and Director, but I expected at least screenplay for Emerald Fennell and actress for Carey Mulligan. Also went home empty-handed, although on the TV side, Emerald Fennell is also involved in The Crown. She plays Camilla Parker Bowles, and that sure did well.
Crown did do quite well. Yeah, let's talk TV real quick. Not a ton of big surprises. We knew The Crown was going to do very well. Probably the biggest surprise to me was Olivia Colman, up until tonight, won every time she was nominated. She was a 2-time loser tonight. She's got plenty of awards on her shelf.
Don't you call her a loser.
She's fine.
I'm feeling bad for Olivia Colman. It's nice to spread the love around. And indeed, good night for Charles and Diana. Of course, Josh O'Connor and Emma Corrin winning the Actor and Actress Awards for The Crown, which also won Best Drama. And of course, Gillian Anderson, who we knew was a front runner for Supporting Actress, did win for playing Margaret Thatcher. The other nice surprise was Supporting Actor, and I should have known this. The HFPA does not love to award comedies in the Supporting Actor category, and this was true again this time. So Dan Levy did not win for Supporting Actor. He still won for these, so Dan Levy's doing fine again. But that allowed for John Boyega to sneak in and win for Supporting Actor for Small Axe, which is a nice win for Steve McQueen. But yeah, the big winners of the night, clearly Ted Lasso, Jason Sudeikis on the board, This means, big things are coming for Ted Lasso in the coming months. So stay tuned for that. And the Queen's Gambit.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Nicole, Kate, everybody, thank you.
Anya Taylor-Joy, of course, winning for actress in a limited series. Again, we're going to see a lot more for the Queen's Gambit in the coming months.
And going forward, Ted Lasso will not have to compete with Schitt's Creek at the end. It will at the SAG Awards, which it's going to be a battle, I think, between those two ensembles for Best Ensemble. The other big surprise of the night was Andra Day winning for United States versus Billie Holiday, besting people like Viola Davis, Frances McDormand, Carey Mulligan, Vanessa Kirby. She missed out on a SAG nomination. This could, be some good momentum for her going into Oscar voting.
Yep. Second Black woman to ever win Best Actress Drama. First one was Whoopi Goldberg for The Color Purple, also for a debut performance. So maybe this all means something. But listen, one of the undeniables, where you fall on Billie Holiday, it never was that Andra Day was the problem, or she's always the best part of it. So it was really, she seemed genuinely moved by it. The one thing moving forward, we have to say this out loud. We got to figure out how to do Zoom acceptance speeches, because that Daniel Kaluuya mic off, then come back was just painful.
Well,
You did me dirty, you did me dirty, you did me dirty, you did me dirty. Am I on? Is this on? Is this on? All right, cool. Can you hear me now?
it's like when you go to a wedding, there needs to be at least one thing that doesn't go right. So if that's the thing we're talking about, then that was fine.
I think one of the big elephants in the room was the problems regarding diversity among the HFPA's membership. How did you guys feel like the HFPA addressed it themselves when they came out on stage?
We recognize we have our own work to do.
I mean, they said something, but there wasn't much substance there. And that's been sort of, what we've seen over the past week is a lot of statements that look the same, but, the proof will be in what they actually do and how soon they do it. And, so far, it's sort of a big question mark of how they are actually going to address this.
I thought what Dan Levy said about, in the spirit of inclusion, I hope this time next year, the ceremony reflects more diversity was a very classy way to sort of address it. And I thought, obviously, Tina Fey and Amy Poehler do such a good job of addressing these issues head on and making us laugh. Sometimes it's uncomfortable laughter, but it seeds into raucous laughter.
The Hollywood Foreign Press Association is made up of around 90 international no-black journalists who attend movie junkets each year in search of a better life.
I think one thing that I want to really stress here, and I saw it coming up a little bit in social media, was because film Twitter is always a great place to have conversation, that people are like, oh, look all the diverse winners. Like, they don't have to. Like you don't have to have diversity in the membership. Like, no, that doesn't alleviate the problem just because we had some diversity in some areas and not in others. There's still a massive problem with the HFPA and just in general. So I don't lean on the winners too much of like, they're doing okay.
Hopefully now they know they need to address this. And, now it's up to all of us to keep their,
feet to the fire.
Feet to the fire. Thank
Are you too tired to think of metaphors right now?
Yeah. It begs the question, where were they in 2016 during Oscars So White? Like, where were they?
Yeah. Onward as the awards train continues. So, Clayton,
Oscar voting starts Friday. Here it is.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens and sort of how fortunes change coming out of the Globes now. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you, Janelle. I'm Mike Schneider. And we'll see you next time.